Hello and welcome. Let's go into Blender and explore how we can rotate and scale objects. So right now we've started off with the default cube that happens when you open up the program. And what we're going to do now is we're going to scale and actually make this cube larger. So there are some keyboard shortcuts that make life a lot easier. We're going to hit the S key for scale on our keyboard. So if you hit S, notice how immediately there's a dotted line and two black arrows. So if I drag outward, this can actually make the cube larger. And if I drag inward, it can make the cube smaller. So this is how you can scale objects. So let's just scale a little bit there. We'll scale down a bit. And now let's take a look at how we could scale on an axis. For example, if we wanted to turn this cube into a rectangle, there are a couple of ways we could do that. If we scale up on the z-axis, then that will enable us to make the cube longer. So let's play around with that. S, which is the keyboard shortcut for scale, and we're typing that in. And now we'll type the letter Z. Notice how a blue line appeared, and if I go upwards, you can see that we're now scaling on the Z or Z axis here. Now let's say if we wanted to scale on the Y axis. Let's hit S on the keyboard and let's hit Y. Now we have something that looks like it could be the door to a great house that we could model inside of Blender. Now let's rotate. If we were to rotate this, all we need to do is press the letter R. That's the keyboard shortcut for rotate. And we can rotate this all around in space any way we want to. But I'm going to just click off to the side and I'm going to undo that, Command or Control Z. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate it on one axis. So let's rotate it on the y-axis. So RY. And it kind of spins around this way. And I'm going to undo that. Let's look at RX. Now it only rotates in this direction. Let's look at RZ or Z, and it will rotate in this direction. So this gives you an idea of how you can scale and rotate objects inside of Blender. Thank you for watching.